Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm bringing you some very exciting breaking news from Bandai. They've basically done it again where they didn't put out any news for a long time for the most part, and they put a big massive dump of new announcements on us today. Very exciting. So I want to talk to you guys about some of this stuff here today. It basically seems like this is everything we can expect for the second half of this year. So we don't necessarily have exact prices or release dates set for these yet, but here are some of the announcements that just got announced today that should be probably coming out by the end of the year. I imagine maybe one or two of these might get pushed to the beginning of next year, but let's see here. And let's start off with something very big and exciting, of course, is the Master Grade Exia 2.0 kit that's coming out. So this was something that I was kind of expecting might happen after the release of the Dynamace and the Curios and the Virtue, which will be out soon. Then they are going to make a new Exia as well too to complete the set. Now a 2.0 version that'll be so much nicer than the original. We won't have any of the problems that the original had, and now we'll have a new one. So we don't really necessarily have a lot to go off of with this so far, but we can assume it's going to be very nice, just like the Curios and the Dynamace, and how we can expect the Virtue is going to be as well too. So this is one that I'm thinking might get pushed to like the beginning of next year, but we'll wait and find out about that. But keeping with some exciting Master Grade news, we also got the announcement of a Master Grade Silver Bullet that's going to be coming out. Assumingly this is going to be based off of the Master Grade Gundam Mark V, which is coming out as a P Bandai kit, unfortunately. But the Silver Bullet is going to be just a standard release, so you can probably expect this one will be out probably in the fall or something, I would imagine, not too long from now, because it's based off a kit that's already out, so they don't need to wait too long to do all the extra engineering or anything. It's not like they're engineering a completely new kit. So I love the Silver Bullet. I'm super excited about this. We can assume probably they're going to make a Dovin Wolf then as well too. No news about that, of course, but even just knowing the Silver Bullet. Also, there's variants of the Silver Bullet that they can make, which will be very exciting too. Hopefully that they will. I'm sure those will be P Bandai, but at least the regular Silver Bullet is not. Switching over into some HG stuff. We had some really cool announcements here. The HG Virgo will be coming out in line kind of with the HG grunt suits that they've been putting out, like the Leo and the Death Army, the Dagger L, for example, these ones. So the next one, they're going back to Wing for an HG Virgo. That should be very exciting, and hopefully a Virgo too, but I don't know. They kind of have been putting, well, I guess they did a bunch of variants of the Leo, and they did do a variant of the Death Army. So we might see a Virgo too at some point, but an HG Virgo, that will be very cool. It's one of the grunt suits. I really like a lot of the grunt suits from Gundam Wing, to be honest, but it's one of my favorites, I would say, from that series. It's got some very cool elements to that, which should make for some nice posing gimmicks and things for that. We should expect to be probably a simple build like with the other aforementioned kits. They are not necessarily the most complicated builds, but they're all very nice in their own way. But then kind of more exciting news in the HG line is that they're also going to be coming out with an HG Devil Gundam kind of out of nowhere. This is another one that I never really expected. It's kind of like how they've been making kind of some of the larger HGs recently. The Cassie, Penelope, the Nightingale's coming out, and the new HG Devil Gundam is going to be pretty amazing. I just reviewed the old it was not HG, the old 144 scale Devil Gundam last year, not that long ago, and a lot of you guys wanted to see a new kit of that, so here you go. Exciting news that's going to be coming out. I can assume this one will probably be again out probably around the end of the year. And don't know, I mean, the old kit was pretty simple and like didn't have a ton of detail and didn't have a ton of articulation. That said, just based on the design of the Devil Gundam, I'm not sure what really all they can do with it. Even a new improved version would basically just be probably a little bit better proportions, a little bit better detail, less seam lines, things like that. So I mean, overall it'll be much better. I wouldn't expect it to really do all that much necessarily in terms of gimmicks and all that. It'll just look a lot nicer for the most part. Speaking of looking at a lot nicer, still no word from the Ari line. Unfortunately, that does seem to be just kind of dead in the water or something at this point. I don't know, but they are going to release a new Full Mechanics kit coming out after the Full Mechanics Calamity that's on the way. We're also going to be seeing a Full Mechanics Forbidden Gundam, and interesting choice. I mean, it kind of makes sense after they made the Calamity, then they make the Forbidden Gundam, they're related, but it also kind of makes me think that Bandai saw that Zero Gravity Judge kit that came out and got a little bit salty that there was a lot of hype around that kit, and a lot of people were super excited and super impressed by that kit, and Bandai wanted to put out their version of a new and improved Forbidden Gundam. So that's kind of what I'm thinking maybe was the thought process behind the release of this one, but either way, it does look very cool. The Forbidden Gundam is a pretty unique design, and I think Bandai's version, of course, will be more accurate to the kind of actual design of the Forbidden Gundam. The Judge was very clearly based off the Forbidden Gundam, but did take a lot of other creative liberties with the design in terms of changing up aspects of the design and the colors and all that stuff. But so if you're a fan, this one will be a lot cheaper, that's for one, a lot easier to get, and a lot more true to the original Forbidden Gundam than the Judge was. Alright, let's see, next thing here, RG news. Yes, the RG G-Self. This is the one that's been floating around on Facebook. I've been seeing this one going around today already, so some of you guys probably already seen this. This has been kind of the big news that a lot of people have been talking about. The real grade G-Self. I'm very excited about that, and it's cool we're getting a new G-Self kit. I kind of wish that it would have been the Master Grade that we were all kind of hoping for, the Master Grade Ver.Ka G-Self. You know, the infamous winner of the which Ver.Ka kit would you like to see next poll that Bandai did, that the G-Self won, and then it doesn't really seem like it's going to happen now because now it's getting an RG. So that's unfortunate, but if you're a fan of RGs, I mean, it does look like that's probably going to be pretty cool. No doubt. And let's see, the last news for today, so kind of saving the best for last, the biggest for last, which is no doubt probably going to be our big release for the end of the year. In December is going to be our new Ver.Ka kit, is going to be the Master Grade Atlas Gundam Ver.Ka, another one that is a lot of people have been hoping for, of a Master Grade of this. I think it totally makes sense that it's a Ver.Ka after the Psycho Zaku, and Psycho Gundam would be cool though. Psycho Zaku and the full armor Gundam from Gundam Thunderbolt, that also the Atlas will come out as a Master Grade Ver.Ka as well too. So that's going to be amazing, so much better than the HG. The HG, not a bad kit by any means, but it has a lot of little color apps and stuff. It's a super sticker heavy kit. So in the Master Grade line, assuming they're going to be making a lot of those as separate parts and much fewer stickers or much fewer missing color apps on the kit, that's going to be very nice. And of course it's going to have the Ver.Ka treatment of having a million decals all over it. So that'll be fun as well too. Overall, that should be a really, really interesting kit to build. While it's not a design that I'm particularly that fond of, I think it'll make for a very cool kit. So, all very exciting stuff that we got today, and you know, for now, we don't really have too much more information about them, just kind of got the initial news of the releases coming out, so I hope you guys are excited about that stuff. Which of the new announcements are you guys most excited for? What else are you guys hoping to see by the end of the year? I'm assuming there'll still probably be some other stuff, but these are kind of like the big kits that are going to be coming out this year. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.